Uh-oh, the cold strikes again. Yeah, Shannon Sharpe finds himself criticizing Lamar Jackson objectively. And I think fact-based right now. Everyone could say, hey, Lamar Jackson's not playing his best football right now. But criticizing Lamar Jackson got Shannon Sharpe criticized because, hey, why are you criticizing that black quarterback? More importantly, why do you criticize black quarterbacks more than you do white quarterbacks? So now Shannon has to respond to those critics because obviously everyone wants to stay on code. Well, we'll see how that code works out for Shannon as he tries to take a deeper dive on why he had to say those words about Lamar Jackson. You know, on this show, we love to talk about race. I think there's nothing more divisive in this country than the conversations of race. Like, of all the politics out there, all the identities out there, all the things that can make you go, it's the things that are said publicly about race, the things that are pandered about race, and the things that are unsaid that we all still walk around with this implicit bias. And we don't really want to go there because it's a racial conversation. So let's have it then. Shoot, everybody want to talk about it, be about it. Let's go. Shannon Sharpe finds himself in some hot water because of a racial conversation. He criticizes Lamar Jackson, then all of a sudden, guess what y'all do? Of course, you criticize Shannon Sharpe. Let's hear it.
Honest. Has Lamar Jackson looked this year like he did last year and the previous years? Yes or no? Be honest.
No, because the numbers are not the same as they were last year. Uncle was
That's
41.
all I'm saying.
Hold on, Uncle was 40. Hey, he was 41-5 last year,
Thank you. Or take the MVP. Even if you take the seasons, he got hurt a couple. I think 2021 he missed 4 games. Missed 5 games each year, so that's 10 games. But if you go back and look at the season that he's won the MVP, and last year he could have won. Chad, don't do that. Because I'm saying he doesn't look the same this year as he has in years past.
Right.
That's not hating. That is factual. Mm-hmm. How many touchdowns has he passed for this year? How many interceptions does he have? So when you look at it, if you just look at it objectively, I get it. That's your guy. You supposed to ride for your guy. But deep down, and if you want to say, Shannon, you hating, but deep down inside, you know, man, Lamar ain't played like the Lamar, like Action Jackson. I know.
Right.
That's it. Mm-hmm. You can be honest. I was honest when I said it about Patrick Mahomes. Who the heck? I called him a homeboy. State Farm didn't want to give me no credit. They called him a homie. Ain't nobody ever called that man my homie or my homeboy before I said it. They called him Patrick Mahomes. I said last year and this year, Patrick Mahomes doesn't look the same. No, and y'all look at it because he went to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But still, you got to peel the layers away. Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Yeah, the numbers aren't the same.
I got no dog. I want the Ravens to win. Outside of the Broncos, the Ravens, I root for the Ravens. Obviously. But at the end of the day, I still got to be honest. And when the Broncos don't play well, oh, y'all forget that, though. But I get it. You know what? You more hard on black quarterbacks. I don't know. I got into a very heated discussion with my partner on television. What color was that quarterback, Ocho?
Yeah, he was white.
I just say, so y'all missed that part of what me and Skip got into it about Brady. Or when I was on Romo, y'all missed that part. What about Cousins? Baker Mayfield. Did y'all forget about how we went for 8-9 straight weeks until the man got traded? And even when he got to Carolina, I was still on Baker's neck. Yeah. Where were y'all then?
Yeah. Hey, one thing about it, one thing I can say about your boy. It don't matter who it is. Black, white, yellow, green, Skittles. It don't matter what it is. Boy, you fair. If you're playing bad, you're going to say they playing bad.
That's all I'm saying.
If they're playing good, you're going to say they playing good.
I'm going to say that. Yeah. I don't try. And people see a lot of times, Ocho, what people try to do. If I say, man, Ocho didn't play good. I'm trying to take away your Pro Bowls. I'm trying to take away your All-Pro. No, you did that. That's going to be on your resume. Right. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah,
that's all. I'm talking about right now. I stayed on Romo. When Brady didn't play good, I was on Brady. When Baker didn't play good, I was on Baker. When Peyton Manning didn't play good, I was on Peyton. When he was losing no playoff games. But y'all don't remember that.
They might be too young to remember that, huh?
Got them receipts.
They remember when I was on Brady. Hold on. They ain't too young to remember what just happened 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
On Undisputed. They remember.
Oh, yeah.
They choose not. They just try to, this. No, bro. When Mahomes wasn't playing well this year, and last year, where did he end up? 2 things can be true. You can end up at a destination and still not be playing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happens all the time.
But I'm saying Lamar doesn't look the same to me. When he wasn't playing well before, not like the Lamar we used to seeing. And then when he got nicked and came back, he wasn't the same. Even his mom said in the play, leading up to the playoffs, he should have run more. But when I said it, I'm hating. His mom told him.
Yeah. Hey, baby, do what you do best now.
Blah, blah, blah. All right. So it's interesting to hear that conversation, right? Because what he's saying is pretty obvious. Like, this ain't the best version we've ever seen of Lamar Jackson, and that's for many reasons. It could be because of injury. It could be because this year the team is just not gelling the same. It could be because he's in and out the lineup and doesn't have the chemistry and the consistency with the guys. Whatever the reason, you should be able to have that analysis and to just keep on going to the next topic. But Shannon had to come back because of the racial conversation. Now, why did he have to come back? Now, you don't have to, but he did. He felt compelled to come back. Whenever you get into a fight and your opponent is they, stop fighting. Stop swinging. Don't be Trey and Boys in the Hood. You're swinging at nothing. That's one thing I've learned quick. They, right? Like, who are they? Them. Who are them? Hey, you know what it is. And another thing that's a kind of a part of it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, people start saying that. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. Who are you talking about? There's going to always be somebody, once again, in the arena, in the stadium, who's cheering you, but also who's booing you. It's just who you listening to, right? There's going to be it's never going to be 50-50 either. It's going to be louder one way, they cheering you, or louder another way, they booing you. But guess what? Ball out. Play the game. Have your influence, have your impact, and move on to the next one on the schedule. And it's interesting because a lot of people get caught up in this. Shannon gets caught up in this because the racial, when they come at you and say, oh, man, you harder on us than you are on them. They say that. People feel compelled to respond largely because they don't want to be outside the group. They don't want to be outside the tribe. They're like, what you doing? I'm just being real. And this is the cultural pressure that I am intending to remove as I continue to do media. A lot of my plans, aspiring plans, bigger projects, things that I'm working on right now behind the scenes are to attack that exact issue, that cultural pressure that we all feel from different cultures, right? Everybody got something about their culture they hate. Just be real. Because you can't be all of you and respect fully a culture. A culture's thoughts, words, beliefs, actions, rituals. You know what I mean? I'm not down with all that. I don't give a damn if it's on code, if it's the culture. And you got to be on code. One of the codes is, hey, brother, in public, with that platform, can you chill on criticizing another brother? Which is stupid, right? Like, one of the reasons I think that, and I'm going to post this video, somebody did a tremendous job on it. One of the reasons I think that there's real issues socioeconomically with black people in this country is simple. We lack the public accountability because whenever you come out like Shannon did and criticize somebody else black, the first thing you're going to hear is, oh, why you always hard on us? Why you criticizing us in public? Dude, I'm going to tell you how you get better than anything. Put on the film and talk some shit. Put a red dot on that screen, take your butt down to Staples, get you a red laser, put on the film of your life, put on the film of they life, put on the film of whatever you want to understand further, and put the damn red dot on it and starts calling out names and numbers. People always like, oh, they don't do that. Who is they? White people don't do that. Yes, they do. Who don't criticize themselves? Everybody does. And you know who does it the most? White people. Watch TMZ. Watch Entertainment Tonight. Watch Access Hollywood. Watch Fox News. Like, watch anything. What are you doing? So it's just weird. I see brothers always feeling compelled to like respond because, you get one thing about, black culture. If you ain't down, which is so like Martin Lawrence and Boomerang, why they got to say you got to be down? Why we can't be up? You know what I mean? But seriously, we got to get over this. This cultural pressure right here that you can't criticize somebody. First of all, do you care? Ask yourself this. Do you care about color? Ask yourself. Just simple. You care. Do you want to be judged by your color? Yes or no? Most people say no. Okay, so if you don't want to be judged by your color, why you bring up color when he judging somebody? Boom! People silly. It's the dumbest shit alive. It's like, and then you get kicked out the group, the code, by them because you acting like they are the problem. What? Kick me out. How you gonna kick me out of something that don't exist? What do you mean? Because you think this way don't mean everybody think that way. So I just think it's circular logic. It's like you end up chasing your tail when you do something matter of fact, you give your opinion, you give it correctly, because that was factual analysis. It's pretty objective right now. And then you got to circle back, hit the block again, because now the racial layer has been played and you feel compelled to do it. So hopefully that cultural pressure subsides, if not just goes away, just evaporates, because it's silly and it really restricts accountability, because people don't feel like they could call somebody out like that. I ain't on code. I shouldn't do that to the brother. Man, do that to the person. You ain't talking about him. You talking about it. You talking about what they did. Simple as that. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that conversation, because it's crazy. Yeah, Z9er says makes sense. That's why blacks have voted 95% Democrat for 60 years. I hear what you're saying. I mean, it's not literal, but yeah. You can't criticize the decisions en masse without people coming at you. You can't get outside the box. You can't think different. Look, Nicki Minaj right now. I ain't even heard her rant yet. I probably don't want to hear it, because as soon as I hear a rapper in politics, I'm typically like, man, I only got 24 hours in a day. Do I really need to hear this? Like Megan Thee Stallion twerking. I was like, I don't need to hear that, but show me the video. Show me the video. Let me see. At the DNC, I don't care about none of that. Like, dog, no, I'm not. I'm tired of acting like I'm not as intelligent as I am. Look, I'm not saying you dumb. I'm just saying you out of your lane. Do you want to see me, Marcellus Wiley? Have you seen me play basketball before? Do you want to see me play basketball? I suck at it. That ain't my thing. All right, you want to see me do a chemistry project? No, because you don't know me for that, and I shouldn't even be doing that. Like, that's how I hear when I hear rappers talking about politics. I'm like, prove it to me first. It ain't worth my time. So anyway, y'all kicking Nicki Minaj out. Nicki Minaj do all that work, got kicked out. She MAGA. What the fuck? Y'all did this to Ice Cube when he was trying to get billions of dollars. If Nicki Minaj and Ice Cube can't be black enough, you can have it. Well, I don't know. Whatever y'all think that black is, then you can have it. That must be ninja. That must be worse than, I don't know. Y'all did that to Snoop when he went to that event. Who else y'all do this to? Lil Wayne? It's weird though. Mike Tyson, they didn't do it to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said, I'll beat your ass if you talk about who I vote for. I love Donald Trump. People was like, yep, it's all good. But now y'all get the point. And then, but it doesn't happen on the other side. Like, you better ride on the other side. You know? So I get your point. Good point. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to Vineia.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. You can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad. I don't care if you're a coach or a chauffeur like me. All the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to Vineia.com/Marcellus, Marcellus10 for the discount code, and you will get 10% off. That's Vineia.com/Marcellus. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.